بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. ثم أما بعد، سوف أتحدث عن تجربتي مع التعلم الإلكتروني. And I'm going to speak in English actually this time. My experience this year actually is not the same like my experience with e-learning last year. Because there are actually some new developments which have taken place in the university which are related to e-learning. I'm going to focus on two things which have made my e-learning experience different this year, and particularly the second semester. The first thing that has made my experience different with e-learning this year is the new version of Blackboard, because Blackboard actually with its new version has provided some new tools which have made teaching and learning with the help of technology easier and also more fruitful, according to my experience, and also to what I have, you can say, felt with my students who are experiencing e-learning with me. In a previous recording, I mentioned that the students in the English department, I think, are the students who benefit more from e-learning more than other students in the university. Why? Because our ultimate goal in the Department of English actually is to enhance the students' ability of communication with the new language that they are learning, and e-learning has provided different types of tools which you can say, make this ultimate goal easier and also being able to be, you can say, achieved. As I mentioned, I'm going to focus on the tools or the new tools which have been provided in the new version of Blackboard. And one of these very important new tools which have been incorporated into the new version is the use of wikis. And I have used wikis with my students actually this semester in the two courses that I have taught, and I have found that not only myself participated in designing the course, but also my students were very active participants in the design of the course and also in sharing their own views and their ideas about the course. So this was one of the important tools which I utilized this semester, that is using wikis to share my students in developing the course. The second tool that I had or that I utilized this semester was SlideShare and also YouTube, which has these two tools actually have made downloading things from internet much easier than before, which has actually contributed to better design of the course with the help of various types of materials or technological materials, or you can say audio and video materials available for students on the internet. The third tool that I also utilized this time with my students was Wimba Pronto, and this tool actually made communication between me and my students much easier, because now with the help of this new tool I can communicate with my students while at home. With the help of this new tool, I can download the names of all my students enrolled in my course, and while I'm online actually with my students, they can contact me anytime, the time they like. If they have any difficulty with the course, accessing any part of the course, they contact me and I just immediately respond to my students. So Wimba Pronto has made the learning process with the help of e-learning and Blackboard much easier. There are so many new tools actually which have been incorporated to Blackboard in its new version, and I may not cover all of them, but actually I'm just focusing here in this in this talk today about the importance of integrity and the importance of Illuminate. These important tools actually have made e-learning much easier also for me as well as for my students. And frankly speaking, let me tell you that I benefited much from Illuminate rather than from Integrity. My students faced some difficulties with Integrity, but with Illuminate, actually, it was a very wonderful experience. I did not experience Illuminate with my students last year, I mean, but this year it was really a very wonderful experience. And the amount of interactivity with my students was actually very interesting and very fruitful. And this is not my estimation to the case, but also my students, they like the experiment very much. They enjoyed it to the extent that some students used to tell me while we were discussing things with them online with the help of Illuminate, some of them wished that all of our classes are with the help of our through Illuminate. The reason is that they enjoyed the interactivity. I targeted every and each student in my classes, so there was much of interactivity with the students, and every student felt that he played a role in the Illuminate classes. So I really enjoyed the experience with e-learning with the help of Illuminate. My practice with assignments actually is on weekly basis actually. So my students were kept on high alert all the time. So I kept sending them assignments and receiving answers from them throughout the whole semester. I used also course mail. It was also a very important tool for keeping communication with my students, especially those students who feel shy to communicate directly with me. They opt for sending me course mails or mails to my email inbox. And with my experience with electronic tests also this semester was wonderful. In the course that was online, 30% actually of my course was online. So the 3 important tests throughout the semester were introduced to my students online, the first midterm exam, the second midterm exam, and the final exam. And all my students actually enjoyed the experience of electronic tests. And we could also achieve to some extent some of the important goals and objectives of our course through these electronic tests. And so these are some of the different, you can say, tools which I utilized with the new version of Blackboard, which has been actually very wonderful and very useful. The second major progress this semester actually is the utilize of the rubric of quality matters. Not only myself, but also all my colleagues, we have benefited much from Quality Matters standard in designing our courses. Now we feel that our courses are different from the courses in the past when we started the experience of e-learning. We are now designing our e-learning courses with the help of some standards. These standards help us to secure quality in our electronic courses. In the past, we started working but the objectives of courses were not very clear. According to the standards of the Quality Matters, the objectives have to be clear to the instructor as well as to the students from the very beginning. The way courses are designed should be according to some standards if we want actually to compete other universities in the world with our electronic courses. So Quality Matters and the standards of quality actually have made our experience very fruitful, very unique, and also very wonderful. So this is in brief my experience with e-learning this semester. The 2 important things that have been made are the new tools of Blackboard that have been incorporated, as well as following the standards of Quality Matters. They have made our experience very different and unique. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.